In this video, we'll work an example of starting with a graph and writing a function. So they started with us writing this in our directions here. They may not make you do too many shifts then. So we have a tangent, and then it's pi over px. So given this graph, okay, first thing, it's a bit tough to see, I think, how much it's stretching. We do know it's about halfway through, so probably about a 5 or a 4 there. So let's just fill in what we know then. So f of x equals, okay, let's save room for the a, and then we're going to do pi over whatever the period is. Well, you can see here's our pi over 2 here and a pi over 2 here. So this is a pi over 4 to a pi over 4. This is the length that we want. This is pi over 4 negative. We can just see it geometrically that it's half. So our period is a pi over 2. This distance is pi over 4, that distance pi over 4. Together makes pi over 2. So I'm going to put a pi over 2 here for a moment with an x. And then this part won't be so subjective when given a graph. I'm going to go ahead and use 5 here. Just because it's hard to see anything else. So we'll go with pi. Actually, does that look maybe that it's halfway? Maybe we could go with that, so we'll do 5 over 2. Either way, it doesn't matter. In the homework and on a test, it shouldn't be subjective at all. Those pi's are going to cancel, leaving me with a 2x. So that's our function. So you'll use how high is it going up? Should be less subjective than this graph. And then you'll use the period, and you'll just plug it into this little formula here. Or you can work backwards. Where that formula came from was that period is pi over b. So if I were to solve for b, I get bp equals pi. That's multiplying b. And then I divide by p, and I get pi b equals pi over p. Same thing. You can memorize it, or you could just memorize one formula and work backwards. The only thing is people typically confuse one for the other, so just be very careful.